I wasn't supposed to be on that bus that night. I had missed my usual ride, my phone was dead, and the city felt colder than it ever had before. It was past midnight in Chicago, the kind of cold that bites through your jacket and makes you question every life choice you've ever made. When the bus finally pulled up, it was almost empty. Just one old guy sitting in the back, staring out the window like he'd been there for years. I hesitated, but I got on. The driver barely looked at me. I paid in loose change, found a seat near the middle, and tried not to make eye contact with anyone. A few stops later, the bus doors opened again. A woman got on, maybe mid-30s, holding a little boy who looked half asleep. She sat across from me. The kid kept staring at me, not in a creepy way, just curious. After a minute, he waved, so I waved back. His mom smiled, embarrassed. "Sorry, he does that to everyone," she said. I shrugged. "It's okay. He's friendly." The boy leaned toward me and whispered, "Are you sad?" That caught me off guard. I laughed a little. "What makes you say that?" He pointed at my chest. "Your heart feels heavy." I froze, because he wasn't wrong. That week had been hell. Lost my job, my girlfriend left, and I was 2 months behind on rent. I hadn't told anyone, not even my family. His mom looked shocked. "I'm so sorry, he has a big imagination," she said quickly. But the kid kept staring at me, like he knew something. The bus kept moving. The city lights flickered past the windows. Then suddenly, the bus slammed on the brakes. Everyone lurched forward. A car had run a red light and nearly hit us. The driver cursed. The woman hugged her son, and my heart was racing like crazy. The old man in the back stood up slowly. He walked toward us. I thought he was going to complain or something. Instead, he looked straight at me. "Kid," he said, voice rough and calm, "life hits you fast, but it also changes fast." I blinked. "Excuse me?" He reached into his coat and handed me a folded envelope. "I was supposed to give this to someone else tonight," he said, "but something tells me you need it more." Before I could say anything, the bus stopped again. He got off. Just like that, I ran to the window, but he was gone. No footprints in the snow, nothing. I sat back down, confused, heart pounding. The woman across from me leaned forward. "Open it," she said. My hands were shaking. Inside was a check for $50,000. My jaw dropped. There was also a note. It said, "Someone help me when I had nothing. Pass it on when you can." I looked up, stunned. The woman smiled softly. The boy grinned and said, "See? I told you your heart wouldn't be heavy forever." I swallowed hard. Why did he pick me?" I asked. The kid shrugged. "Because you needed hope." The bus reached their stop. As they stood up, I said, "Wait, can I at least know your name?" The woman smiled. "I'm Sarah." "And him?" She looked down at her son. "This is Michael." I watched them step off the bus. The doors closed. Something felt strange. I rushed to the window again. They weren't there. The street was empty. No footprints, no sound, nothing. I turned to the driver. "Did you see that woman and her kid?" I asked. He frowned in the mirror. "What woman?" My stomach dropped. "The one who just got off." The driver shook his head slowly. "Son, you've been the only passenger since downtown." I sat there in silence, heart racing, mind spinning. I looked down at the envelope again. It was real. The money was real. And for the first time in weeks, my chest didn't feel heavy anymore. Years later, when my life finally got back on track, when I had more than enough, I rode that same bus route every winter, every year, with an envelope in my pocket, still waiting for the next person who needed hope.